Well, 6 out of 8 episodes into Ahsoka, and I can finally say I pretty much loved this episode. It wasn't like it didn't blow me away, of course. And real quick, I kind of want to talk about last week's episode once more. Everyone is just going crazy over it, and I think it's just like in terms of the show itself, it's so mediocre that last week's episode, featuring Hayden Christensen and the Clone Wars and all this stuff, of course, everyone's going nuts. Like I said, the Clone Wars is the best thing we've gotten out of Star Wars as a whole, in my opinion. But I don't think, like everybody else, I don't think we need a live-action Clone Wars show. I think there'd be so much limitations it would not be worth it. Show was good. I mean, the episode was good, but it wasn't great. Like, just because we got, Anakin back, and all these callbacks, so what? Like, that doesn't make the episode that good by default. Like, it still wasn't, like, I don't know. There's a YouTuber called That Star Wars Girl. I highly recommend, if you want to, like, look at someone that just knows what they're talking about way more than I do, I highly recommend watching her, because I'm in the same boat as her, really. But that's besides the point. Moving back to this episode, I thought it was pretty good. Nothing blew me away. But some of the stuff we see did get me, like, I was just super hyped. I'm like, oh my god. Like, finally, this is what I've been waiting for, But I feel like the episode ended too fast. Like, just because I liked, like, the pacing was fine, but, like, the episode itself is, like, 40 minutes, 41 minutes, maybe. Everything else is just purely end credits and beginning credits, but, like, I enjoyed what I watched, for the most part. Sabine kind of annoyed me at one part. And, it's not even a spoiler, I'll just say it. So she gets knocked off this animal, right? She's on not horseback, but we'll say horseback, right? Now, an animal, when gunfire goes off, of course it's going to run off. And then Sabine just acts like a bitch this thing. And this coming from someone that is not ragged on Sabine. I do not hate Sabine at all. I don't think she's been annoying, really, at all yet. But this is one of those times where she's just pissed at the animal for, like, running off. And it's like, really? Come on. You're telling the animal to get away. And I'm not some sensitive prick either. I'm just, like, sitting here thinking, come on, man. Sabine, now you're making me think you're just a bitch. But, anyways, yeah, episode was pretty good. I'd probably give it, like, an 8 out of 10. But I guess moving on into spoilers. So if you haven't watched the episode yet, or anything like that, click off now. Unless you don't care, then moving on to spoilers. So, I gotta say, I didn't expect Thrawn to be shown this early. We have 2 episodes to go after this one, but I figured he'd be, like, shown in the second to last or the last. But I also thought this episode was gonna be some boring ass New Republic thing with Hera that I don't give one shit about. So, that also kind of boosted my score up a little bit. Seeing Thrawn boosted it for sure. Seeing the stormtroopers, oh my god, they look cool. I love the design. And then I forget the captain's name, captain or commander, I'm not sure, but the guy looks and sounds cool as hell. Now, I really hope they don't give a face reveal for this guy, and I really hope in future editions of him that he doesn't just get taken out so easily. Like sure, he might just be some standard captain that just looks really cool, but Captain Phasma looked cool too, and she got taken out like a bitch, and I really hope that doesn't happen here. Like, if this guy goes down, I hope he goes down in, like, glory. Like, I want this guy to be a menace. Like, I just want him to succeed in everything. He looks so fucking cool. The design, at first I was just like, what the hell? Because it caught me off guard. I was like, whoa. When he turned around slowly, I was like, this is going to be something different. He's going to look different. And then, of course, even then, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, he looked pretty cool. I want an action figure of that guy. And I'd totally buy some more of these stormtroopers to go with him. And I haven't bought an action figure in, I don't know how long. But this guy, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Style points for them. They look cool as hell. I'm not going to show any pictures or anything to avoid... well, I might show a picture of the guy just because, but... yeah. We finally get to see Ezra. I was surprised he didn't have, like, some blue hair or something. Not a fan of his eye contacts. Like, yeah, they have to make his eyes blue, but I don't know. Some eye contacts look good, some don't. And to me, this just looks too much. But yeah, we get to see Ezra. Honestly, I don't care that much, but it is what it is. We knew it was coming, and yeah, we'll see how. He said he's happy Sabine came, and he's ready to go home, and she hasn't told him that. Hey, we don't have a clear way of getting home yet. So we'll see. I like to see what happens next. I'm finally excited for the next episode instead of just being like, all right, Ahsoka comes out next week. All right, here it comes. I'm gonna watch this episode. And I'm not dreading watching the show, not one bit. But this show is so mediocre that I just don't care all that much. It's just like this is way better than season 3 of The Mandalorian, but that's not hard because that season was such a letdown. I mean, I liked some of the fight scenes. I did. And even here, we get a fight scene between Sabine and some bandits. It's standard fight scene, it's not good, it's not bad, it's not great, it's fine. But it could have been better. I really wish we could get some dismemberment or something like Disney Star Wars. Like, I want to say they'll never show it, but they did show some dismemberment in Kenobi. And that was like the one thing that came out of that show that was decent. I mean, everything else just sucked. That show sucks. So, I want the lightsabers to, like, actually seem dangerous to use. Not just, like... I mean, anyone can pick up a lightsaber, but I want, like, a lightsaber to seem like... I don't know. I just want them to seem like they're dangerous, like they actually do something. Like, you could not convince me that these things could cut through doors and shit like that in episode 1, so... yeah, I don't have much else to say. This episode is pretty good. This is, like, my shortest review yet. Part 6... pretty good episode. 8 out of 10 in my opinion. And I like what I saw. We didn't get a lot of Ahsoka, and I think that was probably for the best. And that sucks because this is coming from someone that loves the character Ahsoka. But yeah, I mean, everything else that we saw was just way better. I'm very interested to see the next episode. I'm excited even. So this is it. I mean, I really hope next episode isn't like some boring, slow. Like, I want to see more of Thrawn. I want to see more of these stormtroopers. I hope we get to see these guys in action. And like I said, I hope that Captain, Commander, Stormtrooper, whatever. I mean, his voice sounds so cool. Man, he had a line where he's giving Sabine her weapons, her lightsaber. These guys don't even give a shit. Like, they're like, here you go, take your shit and leave. Go find your friend. We're gonna come and kill you anyways. But like, he's like, there's bandits that roam the area. It says die well, and the way it sounds, but then I start thinking, am I getting too excited because the show itself is so mediocre that something not that cool becomes... Well, I mean, it's cool, but something so little becomes even cooler. Is that why? Am I coping hard right here? Like, is this because this show is not that good to the point of I see something cool and I think, oh my god. Like, is this how it is for the other fans on the last episode where they see Hayden back? I love Hayden, don't get me wrong. But like, they start going nuts and they think the episode's the best ever because of that. Is this what's happening to me now? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going to end it. I mean, pretty good episode. I really enjoyed it. I still wish the runtime would be longer. This episode's like 40 minutes. So I'm sure the final episode will probably be like an hour. If it's not, I will be surprised. And that's when they give us the bombshell. It's only like 28 minutes or some shit. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. So the ship, the Star Destroyer, Thrawn's destroyer, comes in, and they did it so well. I can't believe I forgot to mention the music in this. I'm not sure what video it was, but I was kind of complaining how the music's just generic Star Wars music we've heard a million times. Here and there, they have different music that's really good. And this one, we hear some new music. At least I haven't heard it before, but it made something like a Star Destroyer that's so familiar seem so alien-like. Like, just seeing this same come in with the music, set a tone, and I really appreciated that. That was my first mental note I made was like, wow, the music's so good in this episode. But, yeah, I mean, the music, the tone, the world, the Night Sisters, Thrawn. I think Thrawn, he looks alright, but and there's so much you can do for live action. I think he looks fine, but I am really excited. I cannot wait for the next episode. It's a shame now I gotta wait till next week. I finally get an episode I really liked, but it's 6 episodes in, so even then I wouldn't say, I don't know. I mean, if you're just a casual fan, this show would be fine, but if you're really sick of Star Wars not being that exciting, then yeah, I don't think waiting this long into it. I mean, because some people might not think this is that exciting, but that's besides the point. We'll save this talk for the end of the finale. So I'll see you guys in the next one. This is either number 1 or number 2 of my uploads. I think this is going to be number 2 of today. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.